Hey, good morning. Wow. So I'm trying to do two videos at once, but it's not the best idea. I'm gonna get a block. Hi, hey, Paulina and Yuko. Luckily, nobody showed up on Instagram. And Emma, hey, Emma, you're sprouting. What is sprouting? Hey, Keith, good morning. And Tanya, good morning. Good. I hope that the cameras are okay. Sorry. And Katya, good morning. Memi, morning. Ciao, Emilio. I really struggled to get out of bed this morning. Hi, Amy. Good morning, sweetheart. Yeah, I don't know if it's the rain or what. Had plenty of sleep, but just like, ooh, big heaviness. So here I am. So here we are. I hope it was a little bit easier for you to get yourselves going. Let's start. Yeah. And let's start with the seat. But I thought I'd do a more. Good morning, Maddie. Maddie just woke up. This big bear. I thought I'd do a more relaxed practice, but actually, I think I'm going to need to get moving. So maybe Maddie and the bear, are you going to join us for meditation? Yeah, come sit for 1 second. Okay. We got Santa Claus and the bear in the house. Before we invited you all to join us most morning, or twice a week, I guess, many of the morning meditations were like this. Or the two, the three, maybe the four of us hanging out. And it's very sweet. It's sweet to have that back right now. So if that's another thing. I'm going to ramble for a sec, but I'm on touch. Those of you that know me know I'm a pretty tactile, pretty physical person. Not surprising. And the lack of contact with others has been really something I'm noticing in my own body, just holding tension in spots that maybe I'm able to release more, especially on the back. Yeah. So not back pain so much, like ache, but just a tension that I think probably I release a lot because I hug normally a lot of people. I'm wondering if that's something that you're experiencing. And luckily, I feel really fortunate to have some people around here who are quite cuddly and who are willing to receive and give hugs. And I hope that you have that as well. And if you don't have that, I really hope that you can give that to yourself. I'll just make a little plug. On Sunday, I'm going to be hosting a digital day retreat. And one of the intentions is to really nourish ourselves, to take care of ourselves. And one of the things that we'll be doing at the beginning, even before the Rise and Shine practice, is I'm going to take you through the practice of Abhyanga and a few other morning rituals you can do anytime, but I like to do them in the morning. And we'll sort of really explore like how to make contact with ourselves. Okay, so that's enough of me just rambling. But if you want to join for the day retreat, you can. And you just do it by going to our website or send me a message and I'll hook you up with how to register. Okay. So, hands on your body, wherever it feels good. Just close your eyes for a sec. And wherever it feels good to have your hands on your body, close your eyes and just take a couple of deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out your mouth. And keep going. Now we don't. follow the breath in. Sorry for the sound.
No.
And then let your next breath out. Just breathe it out. Good. And then just take a moment and whatever's going on around you, whatever's going on here, just allow for the sounds, for the movement, for the interruptions. And then bring your palms at your heart space. You can bow in and just welcome yourself to this day. Release your hands. And I actually want to introduce you to a practice that I haven't shared with you. And I was wondering why I haven't shared it with you. And I realized that I haven't been doing it as consistently because I haven't been doing it always at the same time. This comes from a book I shared a few weeks ago called Do Less, a revolutionary approach to time and energy management for, she says, busy moms or ambitious women. It's for everybody. I'm looking for a pen. Here's my pen. And this is daily tracking. It can be for anyone. So women and men, Keith, if you're still around, you can totally rock this. And what it is it's first of all tracking your cycle, but also it's really helping you just to get in tune with the patterns of energy that you experience. So in the morning, you do a couple things. One is you mark which day you are in your cycle. And if you don't know, that's okay. Or if you don't cycle, follow the cycle of the moon. And so tomorrow in Europe, basically Thursday, early morning at like 4 o'clock is the new moon. So that would be day 1. So your cycle starts from the first day of bleeding, and then it goes and all the way through. Okay, so for me, I track, so I know where I am. So you just mark that, and then what phase are you in? And sometime I'll go into a lot more detail about each of the phases. This Thursday, I'm going to be doing actually for a small group. If you want to join, let me know. I can add a few more people talking about the moon cycles in the context of Ayurveda. It's a topic I'm really interested in and I love sharing about. And so, for example, like for myself, I know I'm somewhere between the ovulation and the luteal phase. Yeah. And so I just mark that on there. And then you can note what the lunar phase is. So like now I'm going to note we're basically in new moon. Any other astrological info, I don't usually put that in, except that maybe I would say it's new moon in Taurus. And then you note how your sleep was, yeah, and how much sleep you got. So, like for example, I think I got I think I got 8, yeah, it was 8 hours of sleep, even a little bit more. And yeah, I still feel really tired, and so I'm just gonna mark that, yeah. And then you just can write your focus, your intention of the day. So a lot of times that's what we do when we just sit with ourselves. It's sort of check in with like, what is your intention? It can also be, she puts it in terms of priority, which, whatever gives you a sense of purpose. Yeah. So if you're not sure what your focus, your intention is, just take a moment and like check in with yourself. Okay, and then the last question that she offers is, what do I really feel like doing today? And how can I honor that even in a small way? So sometimes what our focus, our intention is, or what we need to do is different from how we feel and like what we really want to do, yeah? So I know for me, I really want to be a long yoga practice. And I'm gonna do that this evening with my teacher who's offering some great classes through their platform on Air Yoga. Let me know if you want to find out how to find that. Also, of course, we have some great classes as well, but that's something that I'll do later on. Okay, so that's it. And then in the evening, there's a whole host of questions that are just looking at your energy levels throughout the day. And as I said, it comes from Do Less. Great book. Let's move. I know you're ready to move. I'm super ready to move. 10 minutes of blah, blah, blah. Hands on the ground, knees underneath your hips, toes lengthen, cat-cow. Let's let this be a way of opening up your breath and your body together. After your last exhale, tuck your toes. Come to sit back onto your heels. Roll your shoulders a couple times. And float the arms up. Interlace through the palms. Extend your palms straight up to the sky. Feel the belly drop back towards your spine. Inhale, lengthen through the sides. Keep your jaw relaxed. Keep your neck soft. And then exhale, bring your hands down just as they are, fingers interlaced. You can keep your toes tucked or lengthen them. Just a few big circles. That sound is Santo drinking copious amounts of water. He who drinks like a horse. Go ahead and keep going. Circle the other way if you like. And then this time release your hands. Fan your fingers out onto the earth. Lift your seat. Come back into downward facing dog. Paddle out through the backs of your legs. Extend out through your arms. And then bend your knees generously. Roll yourself forward. Plank pose. Knees to the earth. Chest between your hands. Inhale. Come forward. Little cobra. Press through your knees, reach back, downward facing dog. Then the knees, roll it forward, plank. Pause in your plank. And then drop the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Maybe reach your hands back here, interlace fingers or hug thumbs. Keep the tops of the feet rooted. And then bring your hands back down. Press back into dog. Let's do it 2 more times. Follow your own breath rhythm. Find something else, buddy. And when you're back in your dog, just pause here. Keep the shoulder blades tipping onto your back. Lift and spread your toes. Get a nice connection through the balls of your feet. Lift your left leg back. Keep the toes pointing towards the earth and just reach long. And then place that foot down. Switch sides. And one more time, lift your left leg up. And then bring your knee towards your nose. Just pause here for a sec. And then place your foot all the way down. Back knee can come down. Take a little break for your wrists here. You can roll your wrists, open and close your fingers as you like. Good. Let the arms float up. Drop your right hand towards the ground and just lengthen through your left side. Maybe your fingers touch the ground, but probably not. And then let's bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. Here, you can tuck your back toes and lift your back leg if you like, or keep your knee down and walk your left foot just a little bit out to the side. So your hands are to the inside of your front foot and just shift a little bit forward and back. Keep some support through your navel. And squeeze the outer hips in. And then here you can either keep your right hand where it is, or maybe you turn the fingers back to face that back edge of your mat, and then just float that left arm up. Take it into a little twist. Maybe make some circles with your left arm. Always with breath. And then release your heads down. Walk your hands over to the side edge of your mat. Turn your toes to face forward. You can pause in a little forward fold like this. If you have a dog, let your head rest on your dog. Thank you, Santo. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way up for a moment. Turn your left toes out. We're on the same side. Yeah, I'm just a little bit more. We're on the same side, so we're just doing the same side for a while. Go ahead and just take a nice big bend through your knee. Reach your arms out. Maybe turn the palms face up. I'm just taking a little bounce here. Feels good. And then tip your back hand to your back leg and just lengthen through that whole side. Let your head look wherever it feels good for you. Good. Release all the way back down to the earth. Back heel lifts. And then your front foot, left foot steps back. Down dog split. Oh, feels so nice and long now on that side. Shift forward, plank. You can keep your leg lifted if you like, or lower it down. Come all the way to the earth, or come through upward facing dog. Breathe into the back ribs here. And come back downward facing dog. You're going to take your right foot up to the sky. On your exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Just pause for a sec. And then step that foot all the way through. Bring your back knee down. Just come up into a low lunge. Really feeling the legs scissoring together. Let the arms float up. Find your breath in your back body so that you can lift your sternum away from your belly. And then let's drop that left hand towards the earth. Then just reach long through the right side. Your hips, your legs stay steady. Your head looks wherever it's comfortable. And come back up to the center. Bring both hands down to the ground. Lift your back leg now. And walk your right hand to the inside. Walk your left foot out, or excuse me, your right foot out just a little bit. And here, just keep a sense of the legs hugging towards each other so you're not so much sticking your booty out to the side. Just pausing for a sec. Back knee can always stay down, remember. And then I'm going to flip my left wrist so that the heel of my hand and the heel of my foot are in the same line. And I like to turn my right toes out just a little bit. And here to help facilitate the twist, you can press your hand onto your thigh. Take your arm up. Spread the wings wide. And then just take a few easy circles. And find a nice sense of length through that whole right side from hip to shoulder. Oh, heart opening.
If you've got furniture around, you can use it. I'm turning my fingers up into the bookshelf. And then release. And then here, just walk your feet. Prasarita. Hello. Padottanasana. There's a little bend in your knees. Hands can come to the outside of your shins if you like. Release to the top of your head. Face always looks funny when you do this. Most of us are on camera doing it. And just notice where your weight is in your feet. See if you can press through the balls of the big and little toes and then really root through the outer heel. Walk the hands all the way back to frame, or maybe just again to the inside of that front. So now your right foot can come up, warrior two. Just let yourself really settle into that warrior two. I'm feeling a lot of sensation today here. And anytime you have that where you feel like some serious sensation, i.e. could be pain or could be an injury, it's helpful to really bring your breath into that space. And also to know your limits. Tip your back hand back, take a long side stretch. And then windmill the hands all the way down. Take your right leg back to the sky, down dog split. And find that nice connection through your hands. Shift forward to plank or plank split. Lower down, up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. You can walk your feet forward. You can jump if you feel like jumping. Come to a forward fold. And here, lift your feet up. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And bring your hands underneath your feet. I'm feeling a bit of also just kind of tension in my joints, especially my wrist joints. Maybe you're feeling that too lately. And so you can just massage the edge of your wrists with your toes and try to let your head release. Bend as much as you need to in your knees. Your arms are just kind of relaxed here, so is your face. And then if you want to have some fun and be a little bit silly, you can walk on your mat holding your feet. And you should really try this, especially if you haven't laughed in a little while, because it's really silly and it's fun. And then you can release your feet and nobody's watching you, just me. Take your feet wide here and come down into Malasana for a sec. You can interlace your fingers, just extend your arms out. I'm sitting back pretty far here into my heels, just to release the low back. And then we're gonna take this all the way up. I'm gonna go out of the screen for a sec for the people watching on YouTube. So you're gonna press down, inhale, and rise up. And then exhale, come down. Now just 3 times. Good, last time come all the way up to stand. And then from here, I know you can only see my bottom on YouTube, but that's okay. Take your right leg, cross it in front of your left, and then let's reach out over to the right side. Your feet are parallel, so what is now the inside edge, which is really the outside edge of your feet, are parallel. Come back to center. You can switch sides. Change the crossing of your fingers. And come back up. And then just take a forward fold here. Bring your hands right down Hello again. From the center, bring your palms to the earth, or if you don't have ground, if you have a dog or something else to put your hands on, put your hands there. Release the top of your head. Just press your legs against one another. You can feel that you're really making a connection here with your knees. So there's a little bend in your knees, and they're pressing into each other. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands to your hips, elbows to the sky. Come all the way up one more time. And then just cross your right foot in back, left leg in front. Inhale, reach the arms up. You can hook your thumbs this time. Let's do something different. Spread the fingers wide and then lengthen over rather to the left. There's a little bit of twist happening, especially if you take your left shoulder, pull it on to your back, and then turn and look up to the right. Try to keep your weight really grounded, especially through what is now your left side. So your right foot on the left side. Come up, switch your thumbs. Go the other way. Stay nice and planted through your feet. Oh, inhale, come up. Hands right down the center line, fold. Cross leg Uttanasana. Release top of the head. Legs are active. Jaw, head, neck are not active. You might join me even with just a little bit of a massage for the back of your head if that feels good. Especially if you tend to hold tension here. Inhale, just lengthen. Feel the support from your belly. Exhale, scoop your belly, fold, bring your hands to your hips, come all the way up. Uncross your legs, stand for a moment in Tadasana. Let your hands come down by your sides. Close your eyes. Find your breath. As you inhale, sweep the arms out wide. Exhale, just come to sit down into a little chair pose. Palms can come right by your chest, knees are moving back over your heels. Sacrum is lengthening away from the back of the head. And sometimes I'll just bring my hands. We talked about touch at the beginning, the importance of just like getting hands on your body, and also really helps to bring awareness of like what is happening right now. And from here, you can just lower yourself all the way down, come to your squat, and then come back to your seat. Bring your feet together. Maybe sit up on a cushion or on a, like, oh, that was my water. Sit back. The feet together, Baddha Konasana. Okay. So, how are you? Oh, yeah, just how it is, right? I mean, here we are at home. Yuko, I'm so glad you're here. I know you've got a little guy at home. A lot of us have people at home in our space. And I'm wearing my Mytree shirt, Live Yoga, Love Life. Go ahead, fold forward. You can listen to my monologue while you're there. I feel like that's just kind of it. Yeah, it's like there is no perfect time to practice yoga. It's just right now. So whether that's like just rolling out your mat, doing your moves, or that's in the middle of a difficult conversation, if we just bring ourselves back again and again to that intention. Take your left leg out. You can draw your right knee a little bit closer into your groin, and then just take a little twist, turn towards your left leg. If your arm reaches out to the outer edge of your foot, great, or to your shin, great, or you can use a strap. Just fold in for a moment. Maybe both arms cross over. But just that you really get that there is no perfection here. It's not about being somehow quote unquote perfect. Press through your right hand, lift up. So here, you're pressing your hips forward, and your left hand, here I'm a little bit restricted by my furniture, so my left hand is just holding onto the back of my head and lengthening. And then come down and switch sides. So if we wait for the moment when everything is already, quote unquote perfect or ready to go, we'll have missed all the opportunities to actually live. Left arm comes across. Here, you can bring your hand onto your right ribs and just pull gently back on the right ribs. Bring your breath into that side. Anyone who tends to hyperextend, keep a little bend through your extended knee. Fold in. Maybe hands cross over. Inhale and come up. Take your left hand, sweep it down. Hands really nice and connected. And then as you lift up, your right leg will kind of drag in, your foot will drag in. That's great. Yeah. And then just pressing the hips forward, but really keeping integrated through the hip flexors. Yeah. And you can here turn your ribs, turn your chest. I have a little more space here, so I might stretch my arm out. If it feels good, the head falls back. And that's it too, is like, the obstacles that are in your way, use them as opportunities. So whether that's furniture or dogs, people, 40 days of quarantine, it's all an opportunity. Okay. P.S. These monologues are just as much for me. Actually, they really are for me. And you just get to hear them. We teach what we most need to learn. Flex your feet and bring them underneath your knees. So you're sitting up in Sukhasana. And if that's not awesome for you, just take Siddhasana. Well, my sleepiness is going away. Breath of fire, Kapalabhati. So really quick instruction. It's a release below the navel, above the pubic bone. The chest, the rest of the upper body is quiet. If it stresses you out, don't do it. Do Ujjayi breath or just slow, deep breaths instead. And if you need to clear your nose first. And we'll go for like half a minute. At the end, you're going to release the breath out completely. And then you can hold the breath out. You can hold the breath, it's not necessary, okay? But if you'd like to experiment a little bit with it, go for it. Menstruating or pregnant women, you'll just work with a nice Ujjayi breath, okay? You're ready, you can begin. Some more pumps.
If you are holding the breath out, just make sure you release the belly first before you inhale. Just take a moment, notice how that feels. Again, there should really be no stress. Change the crossing of your legs. One more round, Kapalabhati. If you are working with the kumbhaka, with the breath hold at the end, you can really have an awareness of maintaining some of the root in Mula Bandha and just letting your chin drop so that the Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock, comes in naturally. You don't have to do anything special, okay? Just see how it feels. And begin when you're ready. Ten more. After the hold, just let the breath out. Take one more full breath in and a breath out. Just notice how you feel. You can bring your palms together in front of your chest. And from this place of awareness with how you feel right now, connect with your intention. Reset, right? Offer the invitation to set an intention or priority for your day at the beginning. So you can come back to that intention, or maybe you had an intention just come through. And even as life goes on around us, within us, between us, may we each find these really precious moments to pause. Good. So life is calling me back. Maybe it's calling you back too. Let your eyes open. Just reach your arms around. Give yourself a really good hug. And here you can bring your hands, maybe they come all the way to the backs of your shoulder blades. You've got crazy long arms like yours truly. Just give yourself a little massage there. Good. Breathe into your back. Breathe it out. Nice. And just switch sides. So again, if you'd like to have a day or part of a day to really mindfully take care of yourself. Your family's welcome to join you for any of the practices, for all the practices. It's Sunday, April 26th. That's this Sunday. Digital day retreat with me. And there's everything from rituals for radiance, which are Abhyanga, and all sorts of different Ayurvedic practices. I'm just giving myself a little massage on the arms here and on the hands. As I said, my wrists are a bit funky right now. We'll be having lots of movement, different movement practices, yoga, but also dance and some more, let's say, fluid approaches to movement, also a little bit of qigong. There'll be rest, restorative, and then guided inquiry as well. And I'm really excited to share also some poems and give you a chance to do a little bit of work and reflection on yourself. So I just want to let you know about that, and I wish you a really beautiful day. I'm not going to read anything today. I think I've done a lot of talking, and my people, my people are here. So lots of love, everyone. Take good care. Hey, Helen. I'm going to shut it down. Bye. Yes, and nice.